Hello, I'm back. This video is going to be pretty much pointing towards, new drivers, ones that just got the license. We're going to be looking forward to the fun of being with a trainer. I've got a list of things you might need to have with you, by the time you get your own truck. Of course, your company should give you a packing list of stuff you need. While you're with the trainer, you can pick up some of these extra items. And I'm probably going to go over some of the items that's already on those lists the company has given you. Okay, you're going to need a CB. I don't care what anyone else says. You need a CB. Come up on traffic. Kind of nice to know which lane to go ahead and get in. Find the one that's already open. So you go ahead and get in there. Avoid the fight. At the end, if you can. Sometimes, by the time you get there, everything's cleared. But you can find out, you can tell by the traffic, the chatter on the CB. They're very helpful. Shippers, receivers. Sometimes they use cell phones. Cell phone number. Some of them, over the weekend, during the weekend, dropping hook. You go to the gate, they say CB channel 5, Boom. Get on that thing. Sometimes they also leave a phone number. It just depends if the guard or whatever is by the phone. But the CB's always on in there, and you can get their attention. And it's trucking. You need CB. Come on. A GPS. My recommendation is, if I can pick it up on, let me show you here. It's called Smart Truck Routes. Pick that up right there. It costs like 45 to 50 bucks a year compared to what the other GPSs cost. And there's no perfect one. Actually, this thing works better than that daggum Cobra 6000 I got. But I got used. So this is my backup. and on that app, you have satellite view, like look for Walmart. I mean, it's great. One of the things, I don't know why this Cobra didn't have it, but this thing just uses data. That's why I want to give me a standalone. Truckers GPS, was not designed by any truckers. But a smart route, you can actually, zoom in, zoom out with your finger. You can zoom out, and it'll show you all the way stations, all the places you can park, rest areas, Walmarts, major truck stops, and some minor ones. Of course, it doesn't have everything. While we're talking about that, need one of these. It has truck stops. There's my alarm. Hurry up. It has truck stops and everything. Not everything, truck stops and rest areas. The app don't have them all. That one just shows you how many miles you are to one behind you. Yeah. Unless if you're going to get Cobra 6000, I would not pay no more than $50 for one. And I'm looking at the Randy McNally ones, and I think not the newest one. There's a model, I think about the same year as the 6000. Those have same problems too. So I might stick with what I got, make it work. I made it work for years with a TomTom in Arkansas, because all those locations they don't know map. I mean, you got maps from Seco. Got to learn how to use grid and coordinates to read them. I was taught that in the Army. That's no big deal. But an atlas. Mine, yes, gets used. Those GPSs are a guide. They're not commanding your ship. Okay? They got erroneous information. They're not really designed by drivers. They're designed for drivers, not by drivers for drivers, because that would make too much sense. You should always go through your route on the map. Now, these companies that you start with, a lot of them will route you. They'll have point-to-point directions. And I used a TomTom back then when I was with the Big Blue Screw to keep myself on their directions. To me, a perfect GPS would be the one that I go ahead and put in my directions, the roads that I want to use, and double checks to make sure they're truck routes. It keeps me on them. That'd be perfect. That's something that just put an address and okay, here's where you need to go. Like, but truckers did not design them. Folder, notebook. I got something like this. You know, keep notes, this and that. My company, I get slid around. Rough day yesterday. Going here, going there, Chicago traffic. Drop off this load, take a trailer way out away from my next pickup. Go back here, but got a good company. It ain't like with Big Blue Screw where they question you everything you do. It's like, why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that? My company, they know. They know. They know, hey, we're not ours. And they go from there. It might say, okay, we'll swap, or just say, well, whenever you get done here, if you break, deliver it. You know. I already proved myself. I'm not a goofer. I'm a grinder. More ways than one. In the gear. They know I know I run. But now I get some long runs, stretch out my legs. I might go to Colorado or Washington State. I've been over there in a while. But who knows? Yeah, we get these books here. Put down the information, you know, load location, destination consignee, pickup times, everything else, trailers, stop-offs, blah, 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 everything else. On the back, on the flip on the back, I write down my fuel stops. Suggested fuel stops. I mean, because this company here tells you what fuel stops they want you to go to. But, you know, if you don't have time, I just run it, deliver a load, and then on the next load, I just get another fuel stop. Or if I'm getting to be real low, because sometimes the computer picks a stop in the middle of traffic. Chicago, not St. Louis, there's another state that, oh yeah, over by Kansas and Tennessee, there's one that they want me to go to. I never go to because construction, traffic, I'm like, I gotta go. I just go to another place, a TA, even a Petro. Petro got a Petro app, a pilot app. All I gotta give them is a store number, how many gallons I think I need. Boom. No questions. If it's like a TA whatnot, I'd give the ComData number from them. No questions, except how many gallons you want. If I didn't already tell them, you know. Yes, I like my company. When I first started here, I had a 3-year hiatus doing the natural gas and oil field. So when I started, I was expecting the blue screw treatment, and so I was definitely overstressed myself, get all angry, like, bro, what is this done? You know, being upset at shippers, whatnot, for inconsideration, just not being efficient. You know. But hey, DOT's looking at detention times as a safety issue, so that's going to get corrected, so I ain't worried about that. But with my company, I don't be stressed. Like, they know. I just, you know, hey, I let shipper this long. Now, we're not of hours. During daytime, I call safety. You know, first I call my dispatcher, then you gotta call safety to get permission to go to the closest safe haven if there's parking. And sometimes they can sweet talk the shipper constantly, let you park out of the way. they handle the stuff. I mean, I really stress myself out unneededly because I want to get things done. I mean, I want the mission, get the load there on time. I'd rather the money. If I keep my mind on the mission, the money just flows on in. And I spend it on my boys. But they probably give you on that list 7 days of clothing, seasonal. Me, I keep canned food, sardines, tuna fish, mussels, canned chicken. I got bread, the mayonnaise that still keeps. Oh yeah, I'm here at this Walmart. I might as well go and pick. Did I even see any dry ice? I walk back there and see if they got any dry ice. That's why I use my cooler, dry ice. So I got water bottles in the bottom, the small ones with dry ice on top of that, and that freezes and that keeps it cool. About good 3 days. No mess. Then you just keep, have some cold water and, keep my mayonnaise kind of firm. But, sleeping bag, pillow, and sheets. It's nice to have sheets on your bed. Not a plastic bag. Plastic bag can't stick to you. Personal hygiene, deodorant, razors, baby wipes. Keeps you clean in between showers. That's what we use in the Army. Dealing with combat arms and whatnot. Oh yeah, Febreze works good too. In case you spray inside your truck, Febreze or lay yourself down. Keep the funk down. Because sometimes I feel on a go. Feel, boom, on down the road. Work out in my shift. I'm at a place where I can take a shower. Awesome. If I have time in my trip, yes, and stop, take me a shower. I gotta make sure I set my alarm because I like showers. They take nice. But anyways. Don't waste your money on buying big honking locks. That's just crazy. That is crazy. If the company issues use some locks, use them. If they don't, use some cheap ones. Because the last, what the lock goes into, isn't hardened. Cuts easy. I mean, shoot. I had one trailer was sealed and everything, and had padlock on it. Another driver left their lock on it. And he didn't check the top latch, so the door was partially open. I went to the terminal, and they was able to shut the door. They cut the bolt on the left, boom, up the door, reshut it, put in another piece of hardware in there, boom, wham, bam, agazam. He came and seal wasn't even touched. So having a big honking lock, wasting your money. I look and I say, a lot of these trailers on the road don't have locks on them. Like, why put on the undue attention? If you're locking something, it means there's value in it. Now, unless you're told to lock it. I mean, I got locks because it had an instance where a driver was going to pick up a load. I was supposed to relay with him or swap. And he couldn't get the load because he didn't have the locks. No padlocks. And that's to prove security. Yeah. But don't need to waste money on big locks. Let's see these. $9. I got these 3. Yeah. And they're cheap enough where I can use them as like a bolt seal if I need to. Okay. If it's one of those loads that has to have a lock on it, and the driver I relay with don't have no lock, I say, well, there, keep it. they can cut it. Don't take much. Don't take much. Okay. Oh yeah. Now, if you're going to do videos about your truck, read your cap card so you know what year your truck is. And those trucks, fancy trucks, it has air conditioner unit and the sleeper and the heater. Well, the heaters run off diesel, not electric. Diesel. That's where it gets the heat from. The AC, yes, runs off your batteries. That's about all my suggestions. I just got a pre-plan in. Well, keep it safe. Think about the driver coming behind you. When you're at Walmart parking lot, see some shopping carts. Some places call them buggies. Buggies in Arkansas. But shopping carts, buggies, whatever you call them, just put them away. Pick up trash if you see it. You know, good karma. Sowing good seeds, gonna reap a good harvest. Out. Yeah, I forgot to add a couple things. Always good to have a ball peen hammer, be access inside the truck, and pry bar for wire seals, heavy wire seals. And use a screwdriver for small wire seals. And then the tool I use, they call them, some people call them dikes. That's short for diagonal pliers, nothing doesn't mean anything more than that. But something else came to mind. I reported about a driver got hit by hit and run. That's why I got my truck set up a certain way before that, because I know that's a risk. As a driver, you always got to do risk assessment. Never do a turnaround or whatnot when you're panicking because you lost a turn. You won't risk assess properly, and you end up going to the parking lot and tearing out some stuff. On my passenger side, that's better. On my passenger side, I got my reflective triangles on the passenger side, and my tools and whatnot. Anything else I can access inside the cab. If I'm on the side of the road, road breakdown, I get out on the passenger side. Go down the side of the truck on the passenger side, then put out my cones, or you said oil filled. My reflective triangles and my reflective vest on, and I get back in the truck on the passenger side. I do not rarely get out of the driver's side and broke down the side of the road. All possible. You know, trucks giving the symptoms, breaking down, they got blown tire. Try to make it onto an on-ramp or off-ramp, and don't park in the curve, park on the straightaway. Less likely getting hit. That's why I get out on the passenger side. Less likely me getting hit. If things happen. Here in Lawton, Oklahoma, an old friend I'm gonna meet with, old army buddy. Yeah, some things I thought of: side cuts, a little pry bar, screwdriver, because those wire seals, you stick it in there and twist them, and it'll break them off. The metal ones, that work too. Or you can just, I'm holding the fake hammer with one hand, work them till they wear out, till they experience metal fatigue and break apart. Plastic seals, I just one finger take them off, but screwdriver work too. Those small things help out, make the job easier. Another thing, when you get your own truck, set it up where you can get out there safely in case it breaks down. I've seen some drivers, some pretty big drivers, I'm thinking, damn, the butts of the white line, what are they thinking? But anyways, I think that's enough on this subject. Anyways, you can see myself through the reflection. Whoa! Woo! And the wind's blowing tip out, I felt my butt. But anyways, bye.